Most people think treasure hunting is something that only happens in movies. Gold chests buried on islands, diamonds locked behind museum glass. But what if I told you real treasure is flowing past people every single day, hidden in rivers they walk over without even noticing? Right now, in rivers around the world, there are precious stones moving slowly across the riverbed, not because someone dropped them there, but because nature itself placed them there over millions of years. And here's the crazy part. You don't need expensive machines. You don't need permission from some secret society of miners. And you definitely don't need to travel to the other side of the world. Regular people are finding real gemstones in rivers with nothing more than patience, basic tools, and knowing one simple secret about how rivers actually work. If you've ever looked at a river and thought it was just water and rocks, by the end of this video, you'll never look at rivers the same way again, because the next stone you step over could be worth more than your phone. And most people will walk past it forever without knowing what they missed. Rivers are not random. They are nature's sorting machines. Every mountain slowly breaks apart over time. Rain, heat, cold, and gravity grind massive rocks into smaller pieces. Those pieces fall into streams. Streams become rivers. And rivers carry everything downhill. But here's what most people don't understand. Not all stones move the same way in water. Light rocks get carried far away. Heavy stones sink and get trapped. This is the secret behind why precious stones end up in specific places in rivers instead of being spread evenly everywhere. When fast water suddenly slows down, heavy materials drop first. This happens on the inside of river bends, behind big rocks, at the bottom of small waterfalls, and in shallow pools where water swirls instead of rushing straight. These spots are natural traps. Over years, then decades, then centuries, heavy minerals quietly collect there. Gold does this. And gemstones do the same thing. People imagine gemstones forming perfectly shaped and shiny, but rivers don't care about beauty. They tumble stones over and over. Sharp edges disappear. Surfaces get scratched. Colors get dulled by mud and minerals. That's why most real gemstones found in rivers look boring at first. They don't sparkle like jewelry store stones. They look like dirty pebbles. This is why beginners miss them. They're searching for perfect diamonds on the ground instead of learning how real river stones actually look. One of the easiest ways to tell if a stone is special is weight. Precious stones are usually denser than normal rocks. If you pick up two stones the same size and one feels strangely heavier, your brain notices it instantly. That feeling is not imagination. That's density. Another trick is how light behaves. Hold a stone under direct sunlight. Turn it slowly. Normal rocks reflect light off the surface. Gemstones often glow from within, even when dirty. The light seems to move inside the stone, instead of just bouncing off it. Some of the stones people actually find in rivers include sapphire, ruby, garnet, topaz, and aquamarine. All of these formed deep in the earth long before humans existed. Rivers simply steal them from their original homes and carry them downstream, sometimes for hundreds of kilometers, until they finally get trapped somewhere quiet. One mistake beginners make is searching in fast, deep water. Fast water doesn't hold treasure. Fast water moves treasure. If the water is strong enough to push big rocks around, anything heavy will be swept away too. The real finds happen where water slows down. Inside curves of rivers where the current gently slides instead of crashes. Behind large stones where water creates calm pockets. At the edges of shallow pools where swirling motion drops heavy material to the bottom. If you only remember one thing from this entire video, remember this: where water slows, heavy stones settle. Another secret that dramatically increases success is timing. After heavy rain, rivers rearrange themselves. Old layers get disturbed. Fresh stones get exposed. What was buried yesterday might be visible today. This is why experienced gem hunters love searching after storms. Nature does the digging for them. Tools don't need to be expensive. One of the most powerful tools is a simple gold pan. You're not hunting gold. You're using the same physics. You scoop sand and gravel from a good spot. You swirl water in the pan. Light material washes out. Heavy stones stay at the bottom. In just a few minutes, you can reduce a pile of river gravel into a small collection of heavy stones, worth inspecting closely. This saves hours of blindly picking up random pebbles. Another trick professionals use is searching upstream from known gemstone regions. If a region is famous for sapphires, rubies, or garnets, rivers flowing from that area often carry small versions of those stones far downstream into places nobody expects. But finding a gemstone doesn't automatically mean you're rich. Most river stones are small. Many have cracks. Some have poor color. Real gemstones can still be worthless in the jewelry market. But here's what makes them special anyway. You didn't buy them. You didn't order them online. You found them with your own eyes and hands. You held something that formed millions of years ago and traveled through mountains, storms, and time just to end up in your palm. That feeling is what hooks people on gem hunting. One warning: most videos skip is legality. Some rivers allow casual collecting. Others are protected. Some countries treat gemstones as national resources. Taking stones without permission can lead to fines or worse. Always check local rules before you collect anything. And if you think you found something valuable, don't sell it to the first person who offers cash. Fake buyers love beginners. They'll underpay because you don't know what you have. A local gemologist, museum, or university geology department can often tell you if your stone is real in minutes. The truth is, rivers are slow storytellers. Every stone in a river has a journey. It fell from a mountain. It survived being smashed, rolled, and buried. It survived floods and droughts, and now it waits quietly for someone curious enough to notice it. Most people never look down. They walk past rivers thinking it's just water and rocks. But now you know better. So the next time you're near a river, slow down, look at the bends, look behind the rocks. Pick up the stones that feel heavier than they should, because one of them might not be ordinary at all. And if you ever find something beautiful hiding in flowing water, remember this. The river didn't just give you a stone, it gave you a story that took millions of years to reach your hand.